So how do you become more embodied as a woman? What is embodiment? This video, I'm going to teach you a very practical way to understand embodiment and how to feel more embodied and confident as a woman. If you saw my video, What is Feminine Embodiment? You'll know that I define feminine embodiment as bringing your soul essence into form, which is true, but pretty esoteric and leaves one thinking, but how do I do that? So in this video, I'm going to teach you really practically what embodiment is and how you can start practicing it in a way so you feel more grounded, more confident, and more embodied as a woman. Embodiment, in the most practical definition, is just how you show up in space and time, how you move and breathe and have your being in space and time. And if you'll notice, the most powerful, confident people have a certain command of space and time. They're not afraid to take up space. They're not afraid to take their time. The easiest way to become instantly more alluring is just to slow your movements down and slow your speech down. When you slow down, you instantly project more confidence, because it takes confidence to take up space. The slower you go, the more eyes on you. For one, it's because it's uncommon. Most people are moving through the world, trying to take up as little space as possible, going as fast as they can, darting left and right, eyes down, as if to apologize for being here at all. And think about women that you know when they speak on a Zoom call or meeting someone for the first time. The speech is really fast-paced, as if they're trying to fit in as many words as they can within one breath, as if to apologize for using their voice at all. When you meet a woman who takes her time to walk into the room, to pull out her chair, to sit down, to gather her thoughts, to speak, that's a woman who is embodied. That's a woman who's going at the pace of her own soul. Embodiment is bringing your soul essence to the world. The pace of the soul is very different than the pace of modern world. Modern world, we're moving, hustling, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Think about Instagram scrolling, how fast things go. There is a plethora of information and inspiration out there, but a real lack of integration. And that's part of why women are feeling so scattered and in their heads and overwhelmed and lost in thought, trapped in overthinking instead of feeling confident and in their bodies. Pause. Now here's the fun thing, a fun little practice. The power of a pause. Pause. The power to command time begins with the power of a pause. Just taking a moment to center yourself, taking a breath, reorienting yourself in your body, in your heart, in your solar plexus, or in your honeypot. Feeling your feet on the floor, wearing your crown of light, feeling your inherent dignity and worth, and being connected to your body, the life force energy within you, your sensations, your sensory experience, and having command of how you move yourself through space and time. Taking more time than you have in the past to walk down the street, to pull out your chair and sit at a table on date night, to share your thoughts in a meeting or with friends. When someone asks you a question, pause, take a breath, and consider, is this even a question I want to answer? To honor yourself instead of betraying yourself, you really need to ask that question. And you need to give yourself a beat in order to hear from your soul, yeah, I feel comfortable sharing that information, or no, that doesn't feel safe to share. So taking a pause before you just assume that you are obligated to answer any question that's asked of you. Good girl conditioning has us believe that authority is outside of ourselves, and we owe it or obligated to answer any question that's asked of us, even if it feels icky inside to reveal that piece of information. Becoming an embodied woman is taking the power back and really being clear in the present moment what feels good to share and what doesn't. Not needing to explain yourself, prove yourself, or defend yourself. Number 2, When you find yourself in a conversation or in a presentation and you are losing your words, you're feeling all fumbly and up in your head and like you can't find the words, pause, slow your next sentence way down, and give yourself time to center back into your heart or your solar plexus before you begin speaking again. This will allow you to speak from your wholeness instead of speaking from your head, trying to figure out what it is the person wants to hear instead of sharing what it is that you want to share. And number 3, before you walk into a room full of people that intimidate you, pause, check in with your body. Let her know she is safe. Put on your crown of light and then step into the room feeling your feet on the floor, eye contact up, heart open, unafraid to be seen. If you look at really captivating women, the Hollywood icons and starlets, you'll notice they aren't afraid of taking up space or time. There's a certain elegance in the way that they speak, and that elegance comes from speaking at a slower pace. Also, moving at a slower pace. Their movements become more fluid, more gentle. There's an alluring quality about the way that they move. Her movements become more fluid, and there's less fidgeting, less darting, less looking down. Notice the difference. That, or very different. Confidence is a skill you can learn. If you don't feel embodied right now, that's okay. Most women don't. Most women walk through this world feeling anxious and overwhelmed and stuck in their head. But embodiment is a skill that every woman can learn, small ways that make a huge difference in your sense of self and confidence. Most women aren't embodied. So when you take the time to learn this practice, you're going to stand out. And standing out requires courage, because a lot of women are afraid to be seen. So know that part of this work is developing the courage to be seen. To be embodied is to take up your space, take up your time, and allow people to see you. With that is allowing people to judge you. It doesn't matter what other people's perceptions of you are. Other people's perceptions is not something you can control. All that you can control is how you inhabit space and time. You can control your breath, you can control your movements, you can control your speech. All these things can give you a sense of your own inner strength and stability with practice. Give yourself time, give yourself grace, like anything. It's a skill to learn, and you're unlearning some old conditioning patterns in the mix, so it may take a minute. So keep coming back to this channel for more tips on feminine embodiment. What you practice, you get good at. So let me know in the comments below which of these pausing practices you're gonna try first, and also what questions do you have? I can't wait to make more videos on feminine embodiment for you to help you feel more confident, more whole, and more radiant as a woman. Grace and peace, and I'll see you back here soon.